Hello, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. And today I'm going to be talking about insecure people and why you should stay away from them and how they are dangerous. Okay, so here's the thing. In my previous videos, I talked about insecure men and how you should and why you should avoid them. And in this video, I want to talk about generally insecure people and how this behavior can translate in real life, in real life relationships. And it could be men, it can be friendships, and honestly, in any case, that's bad and you should stay away from people like that. I really hope you can't hear the noises coming from the outside because it's really loud. It's like sirens going on. Listen, I have a whole list on my MacBook once again. Very professional. I have personally dealt with insecure people in different circumstances, and I can listen. I absolutely hate it when I have to be around them, when circumstances align in a way that I just have to be there. It's an event or something like that. And you have to interact with people who are not usually in your circles, are not really close to you necessarily. Listen, if these people are your friends and you notice these behaviors, run. This is really bad. You do not want people like this in your life at all because they will have a huge impact on you and your life and on the quality of your life in general. But sometimes you just like have to be around people like this. And I cannot stand that, honestly. Anyways, listen, I do have a lot of empathy towards insecure people. And I personally struggle with insecurities for, a long time in my life, in different phases of my life. But I have to say that I've always been very reflective person, and I was always really self-aware, and I knew how I was behaving and what I was saying, like most of the times, right? And I was aware of how my behaviors could be seen and translated as. so I kn- so it's really really funny for me to see. It's not funny actually at all. It's very interesting to see people behaving like this, especially adults. Honestly, adults. We're talking about adults only. And it's so bizarre to see adults behave like this, especially people who are older than you. That's wild. So I always wish them all the best. I wish them healing. That's what I'm wishing them, truly. Because healing is hard, healing is heavy, and it hurts, but it has good outcomes for everybody. So, you know, but insecure people can sometimes give you the craziest experiences and the wildest comments. Anyways, the thing with insecure people is that they will heavily project their insecurities on you. One of the biggest reasons, and honestly, the only reason you want to stay away from insecure people is because eventually, if you spend a lot of time with them, they will start rubbing off on you. It will happen. You will start noticing the negative self-talk that they project, and you will start noticing the behaviors that they have that are rubbing off on you now, and you start to have thoughts that are not really natural and normal to you. And eventually, if you stick for long enough, you will become one of these people. So yes, insecure people heavily project their insecurities. They will talk you out of doing the good things, the exciting, big plans that you have. They will try to talk you out of them. They will tell you that what you want to achieve is unachievable, that the things you are excited about, you should not be excited about because things will, not happen the way that you want them to happen, that it's not likely to happen for you or something like that. They will heavily, heavily project. You have to understand, especially if it's said by older people, you have to understand that wisdom does not always come with age. And sometimes we're told to listen to older people and take advice from them because they lived longer than us. However, that is not the case. Please listen to the people whose life you want to have and who have the things that you want to have and have relationships that you want to have the peace of mind, have the confidence, all the good things. Generally, never, ever, ever listen to the people who say things like these to you, talk you out of the exciting stuff you want to talk about. But honestly, don't talk about things you want to achieve before you achieve them, especially with like strangers or people who are not directly in your like close circle and who you know are supportive of you. So, another thing is that insecure people will never be happy for you. They will never be happy for you. These people can be actually really good friends when you are going through a difficult time. They can be super empathetic, they can be super supportive, and you can actually get a lot of love and support during difficult times when you're going through something heavy. But, and this is why, go back to my video about red flags and friendships specifically, and I mentioned that to me a red flag in a friendship is when you cannot share the good things with a friend, because people like this, insecure people like this, will actually stick around when you are going through difficult times. They will not necessarily help you out of there, but they will enjoy being the big guy, the helper, the savior, if you want, you know what I mean. They will not be happy for you when you're going through something really good, something exciting, something happy. They will not be happy for you. And sometimes you can see it in their face. Sometimes people are really bad at hiding how disappointed they are that things are going well for you. I have seen this so many times, and this is honestly absolutely insane to me. This happened with friends, this happened with like older people. You know what I'm saying? It's gnarly. Literally. Insecure people want you to fail, secretly or not so secretly, which is why they talk about of the things you want to achieve if you are silly enough to share these things with them. They want you to fail. They don't want you to succeed, because if you succeed, you prove them wrong. You actually achieve something they could never achieve. And you will be the prime example of the fact that success is real. It will shine an even brighter light on their insecurities and will make them feel so much worse about themselves. People like this cannot handle that. They cannot take it. They can never be happy for your success, and they will always secretly or not so secretly hope that you fail. So stay away from them if you're not convinced yet. People like this, because of all of the things that I mentioned before, they will want to drag you down. And the longer you stay around people like this, the more they will succeed. Because again, the people you surround yourself with, I don't want to say these people define you necessarily, but they do have an impact on you. I have seen this happen. It's weird. It's really, really wild. I have seen this, happen to the people that I know who spend a long time with really, really toxic, negative people. And I've seen what it does to them. I've seen how they start talk differently, how the ideas of the insecure people start rubbing off on them, and how they start to have these weird thoughts and fears and insecurities of their own that are just seemingly coming out of nowhere. It's the most bizarre thing in the world. Insecure people want you to fail and they will drag you down. So you are there in the bottom with them. So they're not feeling alone and they're not feeling like they are a failure. Because look at you, you are right there with them. Oh, okay. Insecure people will talk behind your back. This is the thing. I know that this happens a lot with like distant relatives and like relatives in general. They don't have to be the distant. And it definitely happened to me. I have overheard things myself and I heard things from others. And this is so disappointing and it hurts, but you have to clock it in. You have to understand that insecure people talk behind your back. If they discuss other people's business with you, they discuss your business with other people. This is just how the cookie crumbles. And I hate to break it to you, but do not share any secrets with them. Do not share anything important with them. Don't share your plans with them. Don't tell them anything. Honestly, cut them out of your life if you can. I'm talking about the situations where you sort of have to socialize with these people every once in a while. Just be a great rock. Be a great rock. Insecure people. These people are also quite dangerous because they hyper focus on the negative things the vast majority of the time. And I did say this before, I will say it again. The more time you spend with people like this, the more likely you are to become exactly like this. If you spend a long time with people who hyper focus on negativity, on the bad things, on the dark things, right? The more you will notice kind of like going down the same path and focusing on the negative things yourself. The way we think, the thoughts we have, right, heavily impact our everyday life and generally like how we feel and the success that we achieve and everything, because our life is a reflection of our thoughts and our mindset. So the point that I'm trying to make is that regardless of how empathetic you are, regardless of how kind you are and how, you know, your intentions can be good, even if these people are your friends. Honestly, the reason I'm making this video is because if you notice behaviors like this, and if you know that some of your friends or family members are these kinds of people and do these kinds of things, you still might be empathetic enough to want to stick around and like help them because I don't know, you're a good person, you want to help them out, you love them, maybe, right? What I want to tell you is that it's completely pointless and you will not achieve your goal. Do not ever act as anyone's therapist for free unless you are a licensed therapist, in which case you should be having sessions with people who pay you. You do not volunteer your time like that. It's completely pointless. You will not achieve anything. You will just become more frustrated and you will be just more disappointed and you will waste your time and your energy, which are priceless resources. Please do not do that. I'm trying to talk you out of that. If you notice that people around you display such behaviors and they are insecure people, please do limit the contact with them, because men or not, but these people will have a really, really negative impact on you and your life altogether. And here's the thing about insecurity. When I was younger, I heard this phrase that like insecurity is the most unattractive trait, and I kind of felt like hurt by that because like I was aware that I was really insecure. And now, you know, over a decade later that I think about this, it is so true. It is so true, honestly. Because the thing is that you don't have to be conventionally attractive or attractive at all in order to be, confident, um, or in order to be hot. Like these things have nothing to do with how you look, really. Like these things come from within, and you can be a very, very attractive person, but like a very beautiful person, right? But like completely unattractive and not hot. Beautiful and hot are different things completely. But yes, now I understand that like being insecure is definitely a very, very unattractive trait. I do want to make videos about how to increase your own confidence and how to, you know, feel better about yourself and how to become a confident person, not seek anyone's validation, and just be secure in yourself. But I'm urging you to be very mindful and stay away from insecure people, regardless of how close they are to you. I don't care if you're friends or if you're family. You have the control of your own environment to at least some extent. If you're an adult, you control your friend group, you control who has access to you. Please be extremely, extremely mindful and self aware and aware of other people as well. Please be very mindful and aware of yourself and of people around you, because your circle has a direct influence on you. And other people's actions and thoughts and words will have an impact on you eventually if you spend long enough time with them. Insecure people are very, very judgmental and very, very critical, like overly critical of other people, especially when it comes to honestly, when it comes to people that they are themselves really insecure about, which is why I'm saying like they will heavily project their insecurities onto others. And it's really like kind of funny to notice that sometimes when you see, I have seen this before when like insecure, and I love and respect women, but I've seen older women be so incredibly critical and hateful towards young women, criticize their looks, criticize how smart they are, honestly just tear them apart for no reason at all. And that tells me more about you and your insecurities. You think you are ugly. You think you're ugly. That's why you are criticizing other women. That's why you're criticizing young, beautiful women or just beautiful women in general. When you cannot compliment, they cannot compliment attractive women. Insecure people will not compliment you. They will not compliment you. They might give you a backhanded compliment, but they cannot give a genuine compliment to save their life. I have been told, I was in a situation one time when I was all dressed up and looked pretty pretty, and I was told that the only reason I look pretty is because I'm young. You have to have a sense of humor about that. I look a little bit like a lion right now. Um, you just have to understand what these people are doing and that it's never about you. Like, it's never personal. It is literally never personal. It's always a projection. And when people say things like mean things to you or dismiss you or say these kind of like comments, right? It's always a reflection of what's going on inside their hearts and souls. Always. I have never once seen beautiful, smart people be mean. Never in my life. That's crazy. But I'm telling you, I have never seen a beautiful, confident, smart woman uh, be mean to me. That never happened. Mm-mm. That never ever happened. Some beautiful women can be, very insecure, and unfortunately, that shows. But you have to understand that it's never about you. It's always about them, and you should never strive to prove them wrong. You should never strive to, have an argument with them, help them, save them. I tried to do that in the past, actually. I will never, ever, ever do that again because they will always use it against you. They do not want to be pitied on. They do not want to be, you know, made to feel even smaller than they already do. You know what I'm saying? Just cut them out of your life, honestly. I don't believe in this kind of like charity work. This never ends well. These people just will latch onto you. They will like drain your resources. They will not treat you like a decent human being because that's not what they are. Okay, anyways, you guys, please take care. Please be very mindful of the people you surround yourself with, especially, even and especially if it's people close to you, like your friends and family. Please make smart decisions about who has access to you. Practice good spiritual hygiene, honestly. If you have any thoughts, if you want to add anything else to what I said in this video, please leave it in the comments down below. I would really love to read what you guys have to say. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, you guys. I really appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next one.